Welcome to QuizDrop. 20 questions. Can you get them all? Let's go. Question 1. What is the time complexity of binary search on a sorted array? Your options are A, O of n, B, O of log n, C, O of n log n, D, O of 1. The correct answer is B, O log n. Question 2. In Python, what does the self parameter refer to inside a class method? Your options are A, the class itself, B, the parent class, C, the current instance of the class, D, a global variable. The correct answer is C, the current instance of the class. Question 3. What does the acronym DRY stand for in programming principles? Your options are A, do repeat yourself, B, don't repeat yourself, C, data retrieval yield, dynamic runtime yield. The correct answer is B, don't repeat yourself. Question 4. Which data structure uses first in, first out ordering? Your options are A, stack, B, tree, C, queue, D, heap. The correct answer is C, queue. Question 5. What is the output of 5% 2 in most programming languages? Your options are A, 2.5, B, 0, C, 2, 1. The correct answer is D, 1. Question 6. What does API rate limiting primarily protect against? Your options are A, SQL injection, B, cross-site scripting, C, excessive requests overwhelming a server, D, memory leaks. The correct answer is C, excessive requests overwhelming a server. And here's a fun fact. Rate limiting is commonly implemented using algorithms like token bucket or sliding window. Companies like Twitter and GitHub use it to prevent abuse while keeping AP is available for legitimate users. Question 7. In Git, what command creates a new branch and switches to it in one step? Your options are A, git branch-new, B, git checkout-b, C, git switch-create, D, git new-branch. The correct answer is B, git checkout-b. Question 8. What is a race condition in concurrent programming? Your options are A, a syntax error in loops, B, when two threads compete for CPU priority, C, when output depends on the unpredictable timing of multiple threads, D, an infinite loop caused by recursion. The correct answer is C, when output depends on the unpredictable timing of multiple threads. Question 9. What does CI/CD stand for in software development? Your options are A, code integration/code deployment, B, continuous integration/continuous deployment, C, compiled interface/compiled data, D, class inheritance/class delegation. The correct answer is B, continuous integration/continuous deployment. Question 10. Which HTTP method is typically used to update an existing resource entirely? Your options are A, get, B, post, C, put, D, delete. The correct answer is C, put. And here's a fun fact. REST conventions distinguish put, full replacement, from patch, partial update. Many APIs use PuTTY for idempotent updates, meaning calling it multiple times produces the same result. Question 11. What is the primary purpose of a Docker file? Your options are A. To define a database schema. B. To specify instructions for building a container image. C. To configure a web server. D. To write unit tests. The correct answer is B. To specify instructions for building a container image. Question 12. In object-oriented programming, what is polymorphism? Your options are A. Hiding internal implementation details. B. The ability of different objects to respond to the same method call in different ways. C. Creating multiple copies of the same object. D. Combining multiple classes into one. The correct answer is B. The ability of different objects to respond to the same method call in different ways. Question 13. What does idempotent mean in the context of an API operation? Your options are A. It can only be called once. B. It always returns different results. C. Calling it multiple times has the same effect as calling it once. D. It requires authentication. The correct answer is C. Calling it multiple times has the same effect as calling it once. Question 14. Which sorting algorithm has the best average case time complexity of the following? Your options are A. Bubble sort. B. Selection sort. C. Insertion sort. Quick sort. The correct answer is D. Quick sort. Question 15. What is a closure in JavaScript? Your options are A. A function that has no parameters. B. A function that retains access to its outer scope's variables after that scope has closed. C. A way to close a browser tab. D. A method to terminate a loop early. The correct answer is B. A function that retains access to its outer scope's variables after that scope has closed. And here's a fun fact. Closures are foundational to JavaScript patterns like module encapsulation and callback functions. They allow private variables to persist in memory even after the enclosing function has finished executing. Question 16. What does the this keyword typically refer to in a JavaScript object method? Your options are A. The global window object always. B. The object the method belongs to. C. The previous function called. D. Undefined by default. The correct answer is B. The object the method belongs to. Question 17. What is the main advantage of using an index in a database table? Your options are A. It reduces storage space. B. It encrypts the data automatically. C. It significantly speeds up read queries. D. It prevents duplicate rows. The correct answer is C. It significantly speeds up read queries. Question 18. In version control, what does merge conflict mean? Your options are A. Two branches cannot be deleted. B. The repository is corrupted. C. Changes from different branches overlap and cannot be automatically combined. D. A commit message is missing. The correct answer is C. Changes from different branches overlap and cannot be automatically combined. Question 19. What is the purpose of a try-catch block in most programming languages? Your options are A. To optimize loop performance. B. To handle runtime errors gracefully. C. To define a new class. D. To import external libraries. The correct answer is B. To handle runtime errors gracefully. Question 20. What does null typically represent in programming? Your options are A. The number 0. B. An empty string. C. The absence of a value or object reference. D. A syntax error. The correct answer is C. The absence of a value or object reference. And here's a fun fact. Tony Hoare, who introduced null references in 1965, later called it his billion-dollar mistake due to the countless bugs and system failures caused by unchecked null values across decades of software. And that's QuizDrop. Drop your score in the comments and subscribe for a brand new quiz every single week. See you next time.